Yeah, hi everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible. You're audible. Please
Okay.
make it fast.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Hello. Is my screen visible to all?
Yes, yes, it's
Yeah. Okay.
visible.
Okay. Thank you.
Please start.
Hello everyone. My name is Abhishek Jha. I'm the CEO and founder of Aonix Private Limited. We are a virtual reality-based startup currently recognized and granted by Startup India, Microsoft, IT Partner, and OpenAI. So our first product is in the field of education sector. The reason being is I feel that education is the most fundamental pillar for a better society, and considering that statistics shows already that 40% of the students are chronically disengaged in class, and there is one common problem which we have been all through is that the gap between the theoretical knowledge and the practical understanding is humongous. So that's why we came up with School VR. School VR is a VR-based educational platform which is specifically catered to K-12 learning for now, and as well as constituting the curriculum of Cambridge, ICSE, CBSE, and more. And currently, we are focusing on the science modules, and we are basically following the CPG principle, which is concept visualization, practical learning, and gamified approach. Concept visualization is because we do feel that, theoretical knowledge should not be just limited to textbooks, and so even in the videos are just 2Ds. So that's why we are trying to make it in the complete 3D and in interactive and in immersive manner. Practical learning is because of the theoretical knowledge which you have just learned should be assessed, and gamified is to just keep the retention of the studies which you have done. Moving on to the why are we better than the other competitors. Currently there are very few competitors in the whole world, and our direct competitor is Class VR, and taking that, the VR education market is going to be $19 billion by 2033. Most of our competitors, they are just focusing on 360 videos, and so none of them are giving an interactive and immersive platform. And we are not only giving that, we are including theoretical labs, practical labs, AI tutor, 3D quizzes, analytics, teacher control, and so many more. Basically all those constituents which makes a proper educational platform, we are implementing that as well. Our product progress, currently we are in the prototype stage. Actually, we have started the product in the development process as well, and we are planning that we are going to cover more than 1,000 topics by June 2024, and our pricing would start from 4 lakh INR. And the first year traction we are projecting at 1.5 CR, and then the second year would be 6 CR, and so on. And we are asking for investment of 50 lakhs. That's all from me. Feel free to ask the question. Thank you for all of your time.
Yeah, so thank you, Abhishek, for completing it within 2 minutes. That's amazing. So I think I would request questions from the investor side. Is anyone hello? Yeah. Any question from the panel of investors?
Yeah, Abhishek, one quick question around how do you take it to the schools? Meaning, will you be providing all the 3D glasses and the VR equipments to the schools? And in a class of say 30, can you just provide an approximate cost that you would incur in order to address that?
Yeah, for sure. So basically, the way we are going to install it is we will be providing all, everything from documentation to headset, as well as the certain other things such as the casing and the installation as well. So basically, before that, we have certain requirements because we just can't install certain headsets in certain required area. So that's why we would be asking that, and then we would be giving teachers demonstration as well. So we would be giving demonstration to all of the teachers, basically teachers training for over a month, and then that's going to be the step. And for now, let's just say for 30 headsets, if you go for 30 headsets, our cost is around 12.5, and we are planning it to sell for around 18.
Okay, so when you say 4 lakhs,
that's for 5 headsets.
Sorry?
That's for 5 headsets. We start from 5 headsets. Because last year when we went to market, before even starting the development, I just created a quick prototype, and I went to the market trying to figure out what kind of this would work. So many of them would say that they would want 5, they would want 10, they would want 15. So we are giving in all 5, 10, 15, 20, and 30.
So the 4 lakh cost that you projected per
5
is
headsets.
that 5 headsets and the entire
Yeah, and the entire thing, like from training to installation and all, including
So-
including a year subscription.
Okay.
Yeah.
That includes all the subjects that you said, right?
Yeah, all.
Okay. So mm, just to understand the unit economics here,
Mhm.
with 4 lakhs and 4 headsets or 5 headsets, and there would be an fixed cost of for you for one time creating these tutorials.
Yeah.
What is the profit margin that you are trying to look at? And one and second question I have around that is, how does schools benefit out of say 4 lakhs is with one time investment of 4 lakhs and probably some more headsets, would the school get a benefit that all subjects VR based education system being imparted to the classes that they have?
Okay.
To be honest, I'm not able to gauge your end customer benefits except for the fact that virtual reality is introduced. I'm just trying to.
Okay. So basically, in a normal school from class 5 to class 12, there are more than 1,000 topics. Okay. Including just like few of the subjects. But what we are doing is we are giving you the whole each and every subject and each and every topics in a VR headset. Basically, not only one type, just a video. We are giving you interactive session. We are giving you a quizzes. We are giving AI personalized chatting system for teachers as well as for students. And now considering how it would work, so 4 lakh is just for one-time investment, and then there is a yearly subscription fees for our subject. So basically, science is around 86,000 per year, and similarly goes for history and all, which we'll be introducing later. So that's how it would work. And yeah, suppose if you are started with 5 headset, you could easily upgrade it to 10, 15, 20. It won't be a problem at all.
Understood. So, from a market strategy, the total addressable market for you is schools, and have you evaluated the model of getting into schools across India, or how is that? What is the plan around that?
Okay. So basically, we are not planning just for schools, to be honest. We are planning for individual as well. So that's why we have developed our platform on two platform. Basically, one is PlayFab and one is Photon Engine. Basically, one is for school, and then the other is for individuals as well. So individual could just pay off $35 per month subscription, and they could enjoy the same thing, including all those other benefits like having the multiverse platform and all. Secondly, how would be we making it could you just repeat again what was the other question apart from this?
No, I just wanted to understand the very fact that you brought out that it's just not the schools.
Mm-hmm.
So your total addressable market varies drastically.
Yeah, true.
So maybe I don't want to waste time here, but I do understand that your market size is not, or rather, you do not have a complete insight into your overall market size yet. But there is definitely a huge market.
Yeah, it's a 19, as we have already said, it's going to be the VR education marketplace is going to be $90 billion by 2033, and we are addressing all, because education is not just in schools, right? It's for personalized learning as well. So that's why we are including in individual as well, and we are planning to launch in 4 different countries, because I do have partners in other countries, because my background is I have studied in from Malaysia. So over there I got these genius people. So they are planning to work with us and launch it over there. So we are planning in India, Mauritius, Libya, Dubai, and Saudi, and soon in Australia as well.
Okay.
Abhishek, I have a question, since it's a very hardware heavy business.
Yeah, for sure.
So currently the pricing for an average VR headset is quite expensive, and the schooling and education system in our country is very much towards the affordable side, as in the majority of the population.
Yeah, for
How
sure.
do you plan on entering into a school with such a heavy investment for a parent? We saw that with a lot of parents during lockdown, that they had to acquire a system for their children when they were not able to get them online because they didn't have a laptop or a tablet or even like multiple phones at home, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, the idea is brilliant, but how do you tackle the supply and the demand of it, because the VR is very expensive? And
Yeah.
also, first you answer this, then I'll ask you another question, please.
Yeah, so for sure, if you consider, to be honest, none of the business could tackle all the market. So right now we are focusing on international schools, to be honest. Currently, we are just focused on international. There are more than 1,000 international schools which are based on Cambridge syllabus in India itself. So
You
even
have
if you're going to just take,
a headset with you right now from your company?
sorry,
Do you have a headset that we can see that is from your company?
we don't provide our headset. We take the Quest 2 headset. We take the available headset so that it's easier for
More
others
of
to
a
integrate as well.
SaaS-based company. Your model is more on SaaS.
Yeah,
Software.
we provide a software as a solution.
So are these compatible with all kind of headsets? Would this also be compatible with the new Apple VR headset?
Yeah, it would be, because we are developing. Yeah, we are developing in Unity platform, so it's very easier over there to develop, to make it for everyone. Because since you mentioned that it's going to be very expensive, right? Currently, the best and the cheapest is Oculus Quest 2, which is reduced their price to 30,000 now. And see, I went to Universal Group, they have around 48 schools, and I asked them as well. And then I went to other schools, and all of them are fine with the pricing. Because if you consider our competitors, right, Class VR, they are just giving a 360 video, and they are charging what we are charging for 30 headset. They are charging for 5 headsets. So that's
So-
a huge difference. So it would be easier
What
for
about-
us to.
What about children, facing issues in terms of their vision? And that immersive effect would have a psychological side effect also on children eventually, right? Since this industry is at a very nascent stage. It's not even what I would say in a developing stage.
For sure.
So wouldn't I, for example, want my children to not get into VR? How do you tackle that? Since Apple has a different ball game altogether, since you can also see through those VR headsets and keep walking around.
Yeah,
So
true,
you
for
also
sure.
virtually, you're also physically active.
Sure, for sure. See, this was said for mobile phone as well. Mobile phone, it damages your eye. But luckily, researchers has got us covered, because there was research done in Australia, and it has proved that VR is going to only do some changes in your body for some times, but after you get used to it, there is no eye damages or so, or neither any physical damages. That's why it's already regulated, and it's been allowed for over class 11. So it's like any common thing. It's like any common thing. Whenever our body takes in something, it takes times to get comfortable with it, and then it's easier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, any other question from Mr. Rachit, Mr. Hemang, or Mr. Atul side?
So this is Hemang, nice presentation. I just would like to understand that you talked about multiple geographies that you would like to expand into, Dubai and Libya and India as well. So what is your current status with each of the countries, and how do you see the adaptability? Because the education system plays a different role, the government plays a different role, the regulations plays a different role, and eventually the content that you are providing would also be required not in the same manner. So how do you tackle this approach?
See, that's why we did a smart move by incorporating Cambridge syllabus. Now, Cambridge syllabus is common all around the world. They just provide a single syllabus, and that's common for all around the world. And that's why we have focused on that. And considering your demographics, the way we are doing is, as I said, my friends, they are over there, their partners over there, and they have already done the market research in their respective countries. So we are currently focusing on only the Cambridge syllabus based school, basically international school, or on our demographics. So be it Dubai, be it Libya, be it Mauritius, be it India. So we are currently focused on that itself. But luckily, we have found as well, even if you go for a local syllabus, Cambridge syllabus is such a universal that it requires certain few weeks of tweaks to make it adaptable for other curriculums like ICSE and CBSE and others.
And what is your current status? How many schools or individuals that you already sold into, and how many under discussions?
See, under discussion, we haven't sold anything because, as I said, like ours is right on the development stage, and we started actually last July itself. So, in the discussion in India, Universal Group could be our big client because that guy is like someone whom I know personally now because he was very much interested and he is the one who made us like आपको ये बनाना ही. So that's why we are focused on that. And in Libya we have 4 schools. In Dubai they have told me that 2 schools are already ready and they are quite big. So if we get into it, it's going to be very easier for us to get into other schools as well. So similarly case for Mauritius.
Okay.
That's why the projection of 1.5 CR for the first year is based on that itself. Like we are trying to be as realistic as possible. We are not trying to just put any numbers.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other question?
Yeah, I have one. Following to what Hemang just, I'm based in the Middle East. You said that's one of your target market.
Yeah.
I think one of the issues here that the school system is very diverse. You said that you're targeting international schools, but also non-international schools. We have, you said a lot of names of different countries. Each country is a whole different market and has their own adaptation to do.
True.
So my question is, how do you intend to tackle the Middle Eastern market? You said that you started working with Dubai and Libya and international schools.
Yeah.
So you don't approach the Ministry of Education directly. You have an agent who does your business development in those regions.
So basically, in Libya, my friend Ahmed Alankar, he's like one of the most prominent family, and they have a good connection in ministry. But also we have taken care of the fact that because he's very much into so-called the one which you just mentioned, that it should be a regional content. So that's why we are developing our product in not just in English. We are doing Arabic, English, Australia, UK, and all.
Yes.
And also all those topics which are let's just say are taught in a different way, they are informing us. So basically that company is already registered over there under the name of Golden Technologies, and they are the one who's giving us the feedback that in Arabic basically or Middle Eastern area you should focus on these type of demonstration and all. You can't show this type of. So every time we develop something, we share it with them and they give us their feedback.
So you do have a pilot that you're testing on those different markets. And my second question is, each country has their own education system and they have their own education yearly plan. Do you work according to the yearly plan, or do you offer an extra curriculum content?
We are including, actually what we are doing is a hybrid approach. We are taking their plans as well as we are giving them our plan as well. So as I said, whatever the theoretical and practicals and all those things are there, we are including that. But as well, what we are doing is we are giving us our input by providing them the 3D interactive quiz. So if you just allow me, I'll just show you these are our products currently we have developed. But I'll just show you this quiz. This quiz is something from our end. It's a 3D quiz. So they ask the question and you get it. And these are just at the beginning stage, to be honest, because we have already planned for the next 2 years and we are bringing a multiverse platform, and it's going to be the first one ever. We are planning to organize first ever multiverse competitions in India as well in multiple countries.
Okay, thank you so much. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
So,
I just one or probably sub question to that. So, as I understood, it's a third-party product. It's a third-party content, right?
Sorry?
So, where's I'm saying it's a third-party hardware and it's a third-party content that you're.
Yeah, hardware is third-party. It's from the Meta.
And you said the syllabus is Cambridge syllabus, right?
Yeah.
So, where is your unique value proposition here?
Sir, how to say this? Our uniqueness is in developing the content. Is as simple as that. If you consider a class, right? Considering a class
Can somebody else do it?
I mean, for sure, once we are in the market, they could be able to, but we are not sort of innovativeness. Like, innovativeness is something which I always pound for, and like, I always do that.
So the defensibility is low, right?
Considering, just an example, considering like Class VR is already in the business for more than 10 years, they are still stuck in the 360 videos, because it's not that easy to create an interactive content, especially like, where the topics are more than 1,500 and 2,000. So it's not that easy, and we are in our backend. See, like last 6 months, we have just focused on creating the backend. We have created such a stable and crude backend that like, we know that it's going to work in such a way, such that integrating the AI personalized tutor, because we know that like ma'am was mentioning that like, each area's demographic is different. So we have created an AI personalized assistant as well. So every student can learn the same topic in their manner. If someone want to learn a topic in artistic manner, they could do that. If someone want to learn a topic in direct approach, they could do that as well. It's just from a click away. And analytics as well. So there are so many things which we have included, that's why like 2 minutes time was very short of me, but yeah, we have included so many things. Like all these things are there.
All right, fair.
And it's not easy, sir. I can vouch for it. It's not easy at all to replicate us, because the moment the time they will take to replicate us, we are going to come up with more features.
But just to add up to that, Abhishek, see, features are never going to be the defensibility. Just to add on.
Optimization, sir, for sure. Optimization and sustainability. Like there was one question asked previously as to me as well, like how you are saying you are optimized, and the way is like we are like when we approach someone that how much this content is going to cost if you're going to get it developed from outside, they said it's going to be around $1 million, and we have already done in less than $30,000. So we are already approached that. So like how are you going to compete with that in terms of this? And also our approach, we are very optimized in every field, like in every particular pillars of our company.
So Abhishek, one last question from me is,
For sure.
I think you are pitching for 50 lakh as the fund requirements. Can you just elaborate how this would be used, and how much of runway you have before you actually start generating your own revenue?
So see, like the reason why we're asking for 50 lakhs is currently we were just looking for grant, because to be honest, I just don't want to go for investment directly. So we looked for grant. So we got the grant from government, and then because when we know that even uploading it and even getting it would require us the servers cost and all. So that's why we approached Microsoft, we approached OpenAI, we told them what we are going to do, and Microsoft gave us $1,500,000 of credit already, so to make our project live. And but then we realized that we need a lot in marketing as well as in local office setup. So let's just say even if we go to Mumbai, we need to get at least a small office so that our representatives and those people could be there. In that mostly would be there, and then acquiring equipment, because as one of you has mentioned that how is going to be easily adaptable to Apple Vision Pro, and those headsets are quite expensive. So we want to get those as well and start developing for it as well. And then there are plans of already including the multiverse platform, so we want to put some money in the R&D as well. I hope I answered your question.
Got it, but to be honest, with 50 lakhs and then get to generate revenue, I'm still not able to understand what is the runway that you have with you.
See, it's like, to be honest, it's quite simple. Is like we are going to go to approach schools, and we have 20 to 30% profit in that each school, and on the individual we would be having a lot. I mean, it's quite sustainable, to be honest. It's not like we require a lot of funding to get this done, because see, our market is very catered to schools. It's very catered to schools. So we require that much of marketing and promotion that could be only focused for schools. That's it. So we would be only catering to those. And for sure through LinkedIn ads, and we already have that.
See, because the reason I'm asking that question is, you said that you want to reach a revenue of 1.5 crore in the first year, which even if I just go by 4 lakhs, it's about 32 schools that you are trying to project or address. And if your margins are 20%, does that mean that your profitability would be around 32 lakhs per annum?
In the first year it would be, but as soon as you go to if I show you the other ones as well, we have already projected for the next 5 years, to be honest. And if you go to that, first year would be less, second year would be 6 year, third year would be 30, and then 60. Because it's as simple as that. We are the one who are going to set the stage for it. Once schools would be adapting, it's going to be adaptable by most. It's the era when computer labs were just in few schools, but once other schools saw that okay, computer labs are there, they started getting in as well. So that's how it's going to be.
See, while I agree with the idea and the market sizing, honestly, I'm not convinced that you want after so many years your revenue will only be 60 crores, because definitely there is as an investor, if I have to look at it, I invest today, and then even if I want to expect a 3x return, I do not see a value proposition that is coming out straight here. But what I'm trying to say is you don't have that, not that you don't have that potential in your business model, but I don't see that reflecting in your projections. I think you may have to work around that, because definitely if you are trying to look at schools beyond India, your cost structure cannot be at 4 crores or 4 lakhs.
Sir, again, 4 lakhs is just for 5 headset. And how you say the maths behind how we are projecting 1.5 CR. It's very simple. Universal VR has said that they are going to take 15 headsets. So 20 headsets, which is around 15 lakhs. So 15 times 4, they have 48 schools, but they are planned initially for 4 schools, which is 60 lakhs. Then in Libya, 2 schools. In Mauritius, 1 school is already there, which is very much interested, and then 2 in Dubai and 2 in Saudi. So if I'm just to be honest, sir, I'm just telling the minimalistic and most realistic I could be. These factors could certainly be changed. I mean, I'm sorry to say, but I'm not not those type of founder who's just going to put 600 crore. I could put that because considering the market size, but I'm just trying to be realistic, and this could change based on the more investment we get, more marketing we do, and all. So 1.5 CR is something which I'm assuring I can write it on the paper that we are going to achieve. It's like that simple.
Okay.
So I think everybody, we have got all the, answers to our questions. So can we move on to the next startup?